I really should space these videos out and I should just post them. I should just go back to posting twice a week instead of manically posting once a fucking day. But here I am, you know. I need answers. You need answers. We all just need answers. Now, my original intention for this video was for it to be kind of like a what kind of relationship is this? Be like, you know, soulmate, twin flame, whatever. But as I was shuffling the cards, I realized that that's kind of a complex question. And I'm not quite sure if I can answer that question with just the cards that I have. I feel like that's kind of more of a divine knowledge type of thing, and the kind of divine knowledge that I don't really possess within my earthly, pathetic earthly palms. I will be able to give you some insight on this relationship, and I'll still probably answer like what I feel the relationship is. So it could be like a soulmate type relationship, it could be like a healing type of relationship, it could be twin flames, even though I hesitate to use the word twin flames, and I probably won't get twin flame from any of these readings, but if I do, I'll let you know. Could be high level soulmate, could just be something, you know, something passing that you were supposed to learn from. I keep doing pick a cards and they keep telling me to drink more water, so I have my water right here, not sponsored by Dasani. So we do have 6 piles here today because I figure this is going to be kind of a quick read, so we could just add a couple more piles. But I do want you guys to keep in mind that most of these piles will probably be the kind of relationship in which you learn and heal from. People experience relationships all the time, constantly throughout their lives, and the majority of the relationships that you have with other people are not meant to be long lasting. They're not meant to be the one and only forever. Most people, when they meet people, it's meant to teach you a lesson, even when it comes to twin flames, even when it comes to soulmates, even sometimes when it comes to high level soulmates. You're not, oh, let me put my lights on. Even when it comes to those type of high level connections, you're not always meant to be with that person forever. And sometimes you are. Sometimes you're meant to meet someone and stay with them forever, and then that's your person. And sometimes you meet someone and you're supposed to learn what you learn from them. You're supposed to learn whatever karma you need to learn, and then you let them go. And they're not meant to be in your life forever, unfortunately. So I am just preparing for the very bittersweet feeling of all of these piles. So that's why I have my water, in case my bitch ass starts crying. Basically what I'm saying here is not every relationship is meant to burn forever. Most relationships are meant to teach you something and then fizzle out. I just want to prepare you guys, because the majority of the relationships you have with people, and this isn't even just talking about romantic relationships, this is also talking about friendships and people you just meet in general, coworkers even, people you meet in school. So I'm just preparing you guys and preparing myself for the very real possibility that the person that you have in mind may not be in your life forever. And while that hurts and it's bittersweet and it may be upsetting, they're meant to teach you something and you're meant to learn from them. Nothing lasts forever. So we have 6 piles here today. Pile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have Right Back, I Love You, Don't Kill My Vibe, Soft to Be Strong, All These Years, and The Less I Know the Better. So go ahead and pick your pile and we will get started. So if you chose Right Back by Khalid, then this is your reading. So I just want to take the time. I know all the things you like. Maybe if the mood is right, we could bring it right back. All right, so we have Chemistry, Lunar Eclipse Change, The Veil, Groundhog Spirit, Time to Let Go, Get Grounded, Empaths, Highly Sensitives, Connect with Nature, Wildflowers, Work Through Your Fears, Anything is Possible, and for your tarot cards, we have the Empress and the Four of Cups. So, pile 1, this is a very, very deep healing relationship. We have a lot of Scorpio energy here, as well as Libra and Taurus. So a lot of fixed energy, and fixed energy is hard to change. I feel as though you guys have been very, very stagnant in your ideas and your belief systems. I feel like you guys were very, very held back by fear. I feel like fear is something that you guys have either needed to overcome with this person or are needing to overcome with this person. This is a very, very deep healing kind of relationship. There is some kind of belief system that this person has come into your life to help you let go of. Some of you keep your feelings really close to your heart. Some of you have been unable to express yourself, unable to express your feelings, unable to express your emotions. You are a highly sensitive being, highly sensitive, highly intuitive with all of this purple here. There's so much purple here. You have this innate connection to the other side with the veil, and in order to really tap into that side of yourself, you are needing to express your emotions. For a lot of you, this person is meditating, this person is meditating. For a lot of you, I actually do think that this is a relationship that you are meant to have. With wildflowers here, what it talks about renewal and romance. So for some of you, I actually do think that this is meant to be a relationship, whether it's short-lived or long-term. But this is definitely a deep healing relationship that you are meant to have. For a lot of you, again, I just feel like you guys were very, very stagnant before this person was put into your life. And I feel like this person changed your life before you even experienced them. Like, I feel like they were in your life, and before you really noticed them in a romantic way, the universe, kind of, gently, pushed you in a direction. You may have experienced another type of karmic relationship before this one, because that relationship was meant to get you ready for this relationship. It was ready to trigger you before this more deep healing. It was meant to get the ball rolling, basically, so that you could fully come into this. I am getting high priestess energy, even though we have the empress here, but there's so much purple, I can't ignore how much purple there is. You were meant to be something bigger than what you were. In this life, you were meant to be something bigger than how you were holding yourself back. Before this person, you were holding yourself back. And this person was meant to come in and completely change who you were at a core level. Yeah, this is a very, very powerful connection. This is a very, very significant connection in your life. I'm not saying you guys are going to get married, although for some of you it is possible, but I'm not getting that super strongly. So, but mostly I am feeling like this relationship was meant to get you to stop holding things so close to your heart. It was meant to get you to express yourself and get you out of this stagnation, get you out of not enjoying life, out of the depression that you were in. Again, I just feel like a lot of you are very nurturing, very motherly with the Empress, very nurturing, very motherly, very empathic. Some of you may be empaths. That may be your thing. You were meant to kind of get in tune with that empath energy. A lot of you may be healers. You may be light workers, but you have a very intuitive, very connected energy. You have a very, very high level of sensitivity to the divine, and you have a very strong connection to spirit here. And this person was meant to come in and get you to stop ignoring this beautiful gift that you have. And they were meant to get you to express yourself and to show the world what you have to offer. Yeah, this is a very, very powerful connection. So, this is a healing connection. It is a healing kind of lesson connection. But I am getting that for some of you, the potential for romance is here. The potential for romance is here. But this connection is more about the individual than it is about the actual connection. This connection was more about teaching the both of you individually what it was that you needed to learn, what it was that you had to offer, than it is about the actual coming together in the relationship. I feel like this was meant to help both of you grow. I'm not sure what the other person is learning. You can pick a pile to find out. But this was meant to teach the both of you. We have 3 threes here, so 3 may be significant to you guys. Yeah, and the Empress talks about growth, fertility, change. It's the Mother card. So yeah, I just feel like this relationship was more about the individual learning and the individual lessons, and less about the actual relationship itself, if that makes sense. Okay, so that is what I have for you, pile 1. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. If you chose I Love You by Billie Eilish, then this is your reading. This is peak sad girl music for me. When I am sad, this is the song I listen to. And I will sing it at the top of my fucking lungs. I do not care who's around. I do not care. So yeah, this is peak sad girl music. So, oh boy. I Love You and I Don't Want To. Peak sad girl music. Like, peak. All right. So, we have soulmate. Okay, yes, this is your soulmate. Okay, well, I guess that answers that question, huh? Solar Eclipse Revolution. The Biscuit. Horse Spirit, Freedom is Yours. That's interesting. All of these piles so far, I've gone from 6 to 1. I think I mentioned this to pile 2. Me and pile 2 have like an unspoken spiritual connection, because I feel very connected to my pile 2s all the time. I mentioned this in my last video that I go from I'll sometimes go backwards in my readings. I'll go from 6 to 1. So a lot of these piles have had synchronicities within these 2 cards. And you guys have this as well. So you have 44 and then 33. So 2 doubles. So you guys may be seeing double numbers. 44 or 33 may be significant to you guys. Whoa. Play. Have fun. Celebrate. Don't be so serious. Wings. A personal issue reaches conclusion. Calm your mind. Yeah, definitely a lot of third eye and throat chakra here. And then for your 2 tarot cards, we have the Fool and the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so we have Cancer and Leo's energy represented here. This is a very it's like a new relationship. I feel like this relationship is something that you've never really experienced before. I feel like all of your relationships have kind of been like the same way. And this person is like a brand new, fresh energy. This energy feels very like youthful and playful. We do have soulmate over here, but like, I don't know. So I'm actually going to pull you guys one more card. Okay, well, 3 of them flipped. So we have finances and career, forgiving and learning, and wedding. This person, I feel like, is meant to teach you a couple of things. They're meant to teach you a couple of things. This is one of the piles where, like, thank God it doesn't feel as heavy as some of the other piles. Although we do have I Love You by Billie Eilish, so, like, I don't know. Yeah, okay, so I feel like all of your relationships have kind of been the same. The Biscuit talks about taking time for yourself, being free from guilt. Again, I feel like all of your past relationships have, like, kind of been all the same. You may be someone who like has a habit of being in toxic relationships, or relationships that make you feel guilty in a way, or like being with people who make you feel unworthy or less than. And this person is like completely different from that. With the Fool as the overall energy, I feel like this person is like like they feel like that. That's what this energy feels like. It feels very like, okay, I can like breathe, I can be myself, I can like have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. This feels like a very like playful connection with horse spirit, and it's like this is a connection that's not as serious as your last relationships. I feel like you're the kind of person who you date someone and then you're like, okay, we're gonna get married, I'm planning my wedding today, like let's what's the color theme, who do you want to invite? And this is a relationship that's not like that, but in a good way. With the Seven of Pentacles, it teaches us to take our time and to plant a seed and then water it consistently, let it grow into something beautiful, let it flourish. And I feel like you're also a person who is like holds on really, really, really tightly, but also likes your freedom, and also like doesn't like to be super clingy, and like also like I feel like you like to travel a lot, or like you're just like always kind of on the move. You like always like to do things. I feel like you're someone who gets bored really easily. You're like it's like this energy is just like it's I just keep hearing like breath of fresh air. Like this person is like like that's how it feels. Yeah, I just feel like this relationship is going to be one of those relationships where can like really be yourself. Like I feel like this person is not going to judge you. I feel like you can really like play around with this person. Like you can like make those stupid jokes with this person. You can like tell them things that you don't tell other people because they accept you, and because they're gonna really ease your worries. Like if you are someone who overthinks or like overanalyzes or like is hypercritical of yourself, this person is gonna be like, hey, like calm down, like chill, like things are okay, like stop being so in your head. Like, do you want to go do something? Like, do you want to go have fun? Like, let's go have fun. Like that's gonna be this person. Like this person and I feel like even their energy is like so calming for you. I feel like when you get around this person, you feel peace. Like it feels a little past life. We don't have the past life card, but it feels a little like when you met this person, you like your souls like instantly recognized each other, and you guys were like, oh, hi, like nice meeting you again, like let's go to the park and let's have fun. I feel like it kind of took like no time for you guys to get close, and it took no time for you guys to have that like immediate strong bond. This does feel like a very light energy. It feels like you guys may start as friends, or may have started as friends, and then really took your time and nurtured the connection, and eventually it did or will become something much stronger. And with these cards over here, forgiving and learning, I do feel like this person is going to teach you a lot about forgiveness, forgiving yourself, forgiving others, forgiving, the past relationships. And now when I talk about forgiveness, people think that forgiveness is, okay, well, I forgive them, so I'll just let them back in my energy. No, absolutely not. Forgiveness is more for yourself than it is for other people. Forgiveness is letting something go and learning from the situation, and not making those same mistakes again, but not holding on to the resentment that you have for that person. When you hold on to resentment, when you don't allow yourself to forgive things that people have done or said, or things from the past that have happened to you, when you don't allow yourself to forgive, it creates this burning hatred inside of you, and it sits on your heart, and it festers. It doesn't allow for growth. It doesn't allow for evolution. And when you forgive someone, you don't have to let them back in your energy. You can say, okay, well, you said this and you did this and that really hurt me, but I am choosing to forgive you for that and let that go. But you still are not allowed in my energy. You are still not allowed to be in my space because you hurt me. And I recognize that if I were to let you back in my life, you would continue to hurt me again. So that is forgiveness. Forgiveness. I feel like people kind of get confused about what forgiveness is, and they think forgiveness is like, I forgive you, so come back in my life and hurt me some more because I'm a glutton for punishment. No, absolutely not. Forgiveness is more for you than it is for the other person. And something that actually has helped me forgive people in my life for the ways that they have hurt me is if I don't quite know how to forgive them because I'm so stuck in anger and sadness and guilt and regret that I can't even fathom how to forgive someone or how to forgive someone for the pain that they've caused me. I just say, and I put out in the universe, I am willing to forgive this person. I don't know how, but I am open to the possibility of forgiveness and release of this situation. And when you plant that seed of forgiveness, it allows the universe to like grab on to that tiny little seed that you've planted in your heart and you've planted in your mind, and it allows the universe to expand on that, and it allows the universe to grow. When you plant a seed, it allows the universe to grab onto it, because if you're not open to the possibility, the universe can't do anything with that. When you are closed off to possibility, the universe can't help you because you won't allow the universe to help you. Anyway, that's my rant for this video. Finances and career may also be involved here. So you may work with this person, or you may just be stuck during this situation, or like when you meet this person, you may be kind of in a stuck financial situation. We do have the Seven of Pentacles here, so I do feel like that financial situation has been like long going, and like been like kind of a longer situation. But yeah, so this person feels like a breath of fresh air. This person, I mean, I guess they're your soulmate, I guess. But this person definitely has a lot to teach you. This person has a lot to tell you. This person has a lot to experience with you. So this does feel like a soulmate connection. And if you nurture this connection, if you build something with this person, if you grow with this person, then there is possibility for something of a higher level of commitment here. You may already be married to this person, who knows? You may already have this kind of connection with this person. Okay, so that is what I have for you, pile 2. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. If you chose pile 3, Don't Kill My Vibe by Sigrid, then this is your reading. You think you're so important to me, don't you? Okay. So, what kind of a relationship is this? We have codependency, okay? Aquarius, I know. The Plague, oh boy. Koala Spirit, Spirit has a plan. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? House. A new start is coming. Try something new. And for your 2 tarot cards, we have the World and the Star. Okay. Very interesting pile. This was a very significant relationship in your life, pile 3. Very significant. They were meant to teach you a lot about yourself, a lot about childhood here as well. This feels very family. This feels like a very like family connection. So this is one of those connections that has lasted a very, very long time. We do have Aquarius energy here being represented very strongly. There's kind of this like this connection, I feel, had its good moments. It had some really nice moments, but it's also had some like really not great moments. But this was a very, very significant relationship in your life. You were definitely meant to experience this person. For some of you, I do think you have been in a relationship with this person. It may have been kind of an on again, off again type of thing with that Aquarius energy. Aquarius energy is kind of inconsistent. And with a new start is coming, I feel like a lot of you kind of maybe knew that, maybe had a relationship with this person, and then a while later had a new relationship with this person, because we have new here twice. I feel like for a lot of you, this relationship kind of stemmed from childhood. There is something about your childhood within this connection, especially with codependency here. I feel like this is a very codependent relationship. I feel like you almost kind of like dim yourself or hide parts of yourself so that this person can shine brighter. Don't dim to fit in, as well as the star, and even a new start is coming here. Like, it's not an eclipse or anything, but there's like this little bit of light that's around this darkness. And even here, there's like this darkness and this little bit of light. You really see this person as your everything, as your world, as your completion. And I feel like you are very, very attached to them. But I also feel like there's a really strong connection to childhood here with House. There's a really strong connection to your childhood. There may have been behaviors in your childhood that you learned that you're kind of repeating with this person. There's a lot of apathy here. Again, I just feel like you kind of neglect yourself and ignore yourself so that this person can shine. And for some of you, it may even be that this person intentionally puts you down so that they can feel better about themselves. It's a little narcissistic. We have like some kind of like good cards. You know, a new start is coming is usually a new beginning or a new cycle, especially with the world. But the world can also, yeah, this person really likes attention. They're kind of like an energy vampire. With the plague here, they're kind of like, yeah, they're very narcissistic. They're like, they put other people down because it makes them feel better. And for some reason, probably because of something in your childhood, maybe something to do with your parents, maybe one of the parents was a little mean, and because of that, you're like addicted to this energy of being put down and being hurt. Basically something happened in your childhood to where you're kind of addicted to this like masochist type of relationship, and this person puts you down because it helps their light shine brighter. They really put down your confidence. We have yellow here, which is your solar plexus, which is confidence and self-worth. And I feel like you put your own self-worth down so that this person can shine brighter. Now with Koala Spirit here, I do feel like this is like a very long, drawn out fucking relationship. I feel like this relationship has gone on for, quite honestly, far too long. It's like they enjoy putting you down. It's like they enjoy being mean to you because you just kind of take it, which is so fucked up. And I kind of want to fight this person. But you guys are my children and I will protect you with my fucking life. But I digress. But I really just feel like, yeah, I just get this like on again, off again type of feeling. On again, off again, because this person is just a narcissistic asshole, to be frank. No offense to you or your person. But with that Aquarius energy is just, they're assholes. They're not like, especially when they're not healed, when they're not evolved, they can just be really just assholes. They don't care about your feelings. And that's just kind of air energy. That's just Aquarius energy. When they're not evolved, they're really, really self-serving, and they're like really, honestly, just quite mean. But I do feel like this like slow moving energy, this like slow burn, it was necessary to teach you something. And I just feel like, again, there was something in your childhood that you learned was okay. And now this person is like repeating that not okay cycle. Like, say one of your parent, like, say, okay, so for example, say, you know, in childhood, one of your parents was really mean to the other parent, and you saw that as a child, and so you just grew up and you just learned, oh, okay, it's just normal for it's just normal for people to be mean to me. Or one of the parents was mean to you all the time, and so you just learned, oh, okay, that's how people show love. That's how people show affection. That is how love is supposed to be. And so you got with this person, and you just kind of accept that this person is mean to you. And so that's just okay. That's what love is. But that is not what love is. Your partner is not supposed to be mean to you. Your partner is not supposed to say mean things to you. Your partner is not supposed to put you down so that they can feel better. That is not what love is. That's not what love is about. Unfortunately, you may have learned that love is a way that might not be the best. It might not be like an authentic love. It might be sort of a learned toxic behavior that you've mistaken for love. But I do feel as though this is a very significant relationship in your life. Unfortunately, not quite in the good way. I do feel like you were meant to have this relationship, but I feel like it was meant to kind of break you down, so that you could inevitably start something new somewhere else, and do something that you have never done before with someone else, because this feels like a cycle that if you don't end, if you don't stop, you will just continue to repeat the cycle from childhood. You will just stay, you'll continue to, everyone has like generational cycles. Everyone has generational curses that your parents and their parents and their parents have all done. Everyone has it. And if you don't like stop this cycle now in this lifetime, you'll just be passing this cycle on to your children and their children until one of you decides to end the karma, end the generational curse, end the generational cycle. Okay? So that is what I have for you, pile 3. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. If you chose Soft to Be Strong by Marina, then this is your reading. I know it's hard to be soft. I know it hurts to be kind. This is one of my favorite songs by her. So we have Keep an Open Mind. Cancer, I feel. The Brooch. Fox Spirit, think on your feet. Trust your path. If you knew you'd be supported, what would you do? Hedgehog. Okay. Look at the bigger picture. Follow your dreams. And then for your 2 tarot cards, we have the Hierophant. Whoa. The Hierophant and the Ace of Swords. So this connection is about your feelings, obviously. This connection was here to teach you to connect with that emotional side of yourself. We do have Taurus, Cancer and Sagittarius represented here, so that may be significant. Now, the Ace of Swords is about using your voice, right? The Ace of Swords is about communication and using your words, being honest. This pile talks a lot about open communication. With Cancer, I feel Hedgehog in the brooch here. The brooch is about like the inner child and speaking on behalf of your inner child. This may have been a connection where you kind of felt like you had to hide your feelings, or you felt like you had to be very quick and be very swift, and to like outsmart the other person. It may have been that this person was very in tune with your emotions, and that made you uncomfortable, and so you felt like you had to kind of like outsmart them, or like hide how you were feeling. For some of you, I feel as though you may have known this person from childhood. This may be a childhood connection. So I ended up just pulling another oracle because I wanted a little bit more clarification. But with Sagittarius here, there's something that is like not quite being seen here. You are needing to kind of be clever. You're needing to be clever and sort of look at the situation from an outside perspective. Because there is something that is needing to be said or needing to be realized. Some kind of realization is needing to happen. Yeah, this pile is a little all over the place. Because this is kind of a general reading, you will have to kind of take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But there is definitely something about communication here. I feel like there's a lesson here about communicating your feelings and like telling people how you feel and not to hide your heart so much. This person was meant to teach you to think outside of yourself. To think outside of yourself, to be swift, to be clever, but also not to hide your feelings. With the Hierophant, but the Hierophant also talks about doing things the way that they're supposed to be done and doing things in like conformity. And if you're more of a masculine presence, then in childhood, you may have been told not to express your feelings because it's like not masculine or whatever. And this person may have come into your life to teach you that it's okay to be sensitive and it's okay to express yourself. And this person may have also been very encouraging of what it was that you wanted to do with your life. If you did have a relationship with this person, it may not have been for like a long time. Or if you are going to have a relationship with this person, it may not have been for a super long time. I feel like for some of you, this person kind of helped broaden your mindset and broaden your ideas of what like your perfect person could be, especially with the Hierophant here. The Hierophant, again, with that childhood stuff, you may have been told from childhood, like, the particular person that you are meant to be with, and this person may have come into your life. Like, they may have taught you to do things in a different way than what you were raised to do. I feel like they kind of shook up your traditions, your conformity. Especially with Keep an Open Mind here, I feel like they kind of came in and they were like, and they helped you understand that your traditions and your ideas and your thoughts about things like marriage and things like that, that they were different, that they didn't have to be what they were in your childhood. They didn't have to be what you were raised to believe. Yeah, this feels very childhood. So this may have been like an old relationship. You may know this person from childhood. This may have been like a childhood romance or something like that. Because I am getting very like past vibes from this one. But yeah, I feel like they kind of taught you they shook up a lot of things from your childhood. They shook up your emotional vulnerability. They shook up your belief system. They shook up how to to follow your dreams for the career path you wanted. I feel like they kind of helped you to realize that you can like be whoever you want to be, and you don't have to conform to whatever it was that you were supposed to be in your childhood. So what kind of relationship was this? It's healing. It's healing, I think. There is or was potential for a relationship here. Might not be super long term. I don't feel like this is like, I feel like this was a very clever person as well. I feel like they were very witty, very clever, probably very funny. But yeah, so that is what I have for you, pile 4? Yeah, I think you were pile 4. So that's what I have for you, pile 4. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. So if you chose pile 5, All These Years by Camila Cabello, then this is your reading. So it was just a quick hello, and you had to go, and you probably will never know. You're still the one I'm after all these years. Okay. So we have heart-to-heart conversations. Libra, I balance. The Pit. Whoa. Be loyal to what you love. Dogs. Whoa. 1919. That's fucking weird. Because, okay, so I'm doing my piles backwards. I'm going from 6 to 1. And the last pile got the same too. They got 1313. That's super interesting. So yeah, 1919 may be significant to you guys. 9 and 1 reduces to 10. So 10 may also be significant to you guys. That's super interesting. Wow. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Pond. A time for healing. Collaborate with others. And then for your 2 tarot cards, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower. So this feels very healing. This feels very healing for me. Similarly with pile 6, I feel like this person, this does feel more like friendship, I'll be honest. This feels a little bit more like friendship, but it may be romantic for some of you. This pile feels a bit sad. I think for some of you, this may be one of those relationships where you like the person, they like you. It never really went anywhere. Nothing really ever happened. And when it comes to those kinds of relationships, it's not that, you missed an opportunity. Oh, I should have been with them. You never experienced a relationship with them because you weren't really meant to learn anything from them. Like, you were meant to experience them. You were meant to have experiences with them. You were meant to heal from them. You were meant to kind of look inward and change up your energy. But having something long term with them wasn't really in the game plan. Because you didn't need to. You didn't need to be with this person to experience the experiences and to heal and to learn from them. With the Tower talks about change. Unexpected change. Something unexpected may have happened in the relationship. It may have ended unexpectedly. It may have ended suddenly. There may have been some kind of shocking information that was revealed about this person. But after the Tower collapses, when the Tower, is shaken, it lays the foundation for something better, something more solid to be built. This definitely does feel like a friendship pile to me. And this may have been one of those friends that you kind of felt something for. And again, it just never really went anywhere. Because again, it wasn't meant to. You were meant to learn things from this person without dating them or being with them. I do feel like you guys have a lot of conversations. I feel like you guys, either you do or you did have a lot of really good, honest conversations with each other, either about your feelings, and you guys just kind of realized that it wasn't best for either of you to pursue the relationship, or you guys just had, I'm getting kind of like a late night conversation kind of vibe. this pile is a little bit bittersweet, I'll be honest. And for some of you, it may have ended badly, because we do have the Tower here. But this relationship was meant to, again, to pave the way for you to rebuild yourself stronger and better. This does, for some of you, this is kind of a, I feel like this was a friendship and there were feelings involved. And for some of you, those feelings were never discussed with the Tower, but for some of you, those feelings were discussed, and it was decided not to do anything with those feelings. But with Dog Spirit here, Dog Spirit talks about change, and sometimes when you are so stuck in your own idea and your own, like, way of thinking, it's hard to change that way of thinking, and that's where the Tower moment comes in. This person was meant to kind of, at least the way that it ended, the way that the relationship ended, if it hasn't ended yet, this Tower moment was meant for you to kind of do a deep dive of your own subconscious and to heal from it. This person was meant to kind of force you to look inward and move on, basically. This person was definitely meant to change you. They were definitely meant to change you. This relationship feels kind of like, it feels like a slow burn that ended in an explosion. And that's kind of how it feels. And again, unfortunately, I feel like for the majority of you, you were not meant to experience a relationship with this person. And that's because, again, with this Tower moment, it was kind of in an area of in between. When you experience this person, you may have felt energetically things were unsettled and things were changing and moving at a very, very rapid pace, specifically towards the end. And that's because during that time of the gears turning with the Wheel of Fortune, you were meant to very quickly do this deep dive and very quickly change what it was that you needed to change, whatever stagnant energy, whatever stagnant idea or belief system you had with Dog Spirit. You were meant to very quickly do that inner healing work. This feels very, very rapid. This could be, this could have been a twin flame thing. I'm not feeling that super strongly, but for some of you that will resonate. But for the majority of you, I think this was mostly just a very healing relationship. And then this Tower moment was meant to kind of be the final, like, realization and the final moment of healing. And that is why it ended, because you guys were never meant to experience each other in that way. It was meant to shake up your foundation, your belief system, what you thought you wanted in life, and then it was meant to pave the way for something completely new, something completely different. For some of you, I am getting something about talking, like telling people how you feel or expressing your feelings, but that's only going to resonate for a couple of you. But for the most part, I do think that this person, again, I'm getting like slow burn that ended in a complete explosion with the Tower. And I just don't think that you guys were meant to be together in that way. I think you guys were meant to learn lessons from each other and to trigger each other into reinventing yourselves and reinventing your ideas and belief systems. Okay, so that is what I have for you, pile 5. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. So if you chose pile 6, The Less I Know the Better by Tame Impala, then this is your reading. I was doing fine without you, then I saw your face, can't erase, given into all his bullshit. Okay, so we have Calling in Your Soulmate, Aries, I Am, the Bow, Cat spirit, claim your independence. Oh, I just went with 2 13s here. Very interesting. 2 13s. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Wall. Let me put this here. Wall. What do you need to release? Trust your feelings. And then for your 2 tarot cards, we have Judgment and the Princess of Swords. This relationship is very, what is the word I'm looking for? This relationship is meant to shake you up from stagnation. This relationship is meant to show you that it's very active, very moving, very like, there is something that you guys were needing to release, be it a person, a habit, a boundary, because the wall does talk about boundaries and limitations. There's something within you guys that this person was meant to shake. This person was meant to kind of shoot their bow and break down this wall of protection that you've built around yourself, or these boundaries that you've built around yourself. And they're meant to cause you to create some kind of change. They're meant to be in your life, or they were meant to be in your life, to show you that there is something different that you can do with your energy. You know, do something to change your energy. All of these cards here talk about action, drive, being passionate, doing things differently than you have been doing them. I feel like you guys, for some of you, there may be a wall that you've put around your feelings with Trust Your Feelings here. For some of you, there may be some kind of word or voice or something that you need to say that you've been keeping inside, that this person is coming in to show you that you can say without judgment of yourself or without judgment from others, or to say it regardless of the judgment of others. We do have 2 13s here, so the number 13 may be significant to you guys, and 13 breaks down to 2, so 2 may also be significant. I don't think that this person was meant to be in your life for very long. I feel like this person was meant to kind of shake up these boundaries that you have. And when I say they're not meant to be in your life for very long, I don't mean they're meant to be in your life for like 5 days and then they dip out. That may be the case for some of you, but some people are meant to be in your life for, years, even decades. And they're meant to teach you this lesson over time. I feel like you guys are fairly stagnant. I feel like you have been kind of stuck in your ways, stuck in your feelings, stuck behind the wall that you guys have put up to protect yourselves. But it's time for that wall to come down. And this person has come into your life to do that exact thing. They're meant to come into your life to completely shake up your energy, to get you to see you are capable of so much more. Now, for some of you, I feel like you are in a very stagnant relationship with Claim Your Independence here. And it may not be that you are needing to completely let go of this relationship that you're in. This may be a friend, this may be another person, sure. But for some of you, it may not be necessary for you to completely distance yourself from this relationship that you're in. And now this relationship doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friendship. It could be, parents or parental figures, something like that. But this person is meant to come in to sort of show you that you can be different. You are allowed to be who you are. You are allowed to be different than other people. And with calling in your soulmate, I'm not sure if I ever finished talking about that, but with calling in your soulmate, I do feel like this person was not meant to be in your life forever. But for the time that they are there, they're meant to teach you lessons so that you can call in this, this life partner of yours that you will eventually one day come in contact with. And they're meant to help you heal so that you are ready for this person whenever they come into your life. This person is trying to teach you, for a lot of you actually, You are allowed to be who you are. You are allowed to feel how you feel. You do not need to keep your feelings trapped in a cage. You don't need to keep your words trapped in a cage. You don't need to be what everyone expects of you. You are allowed to be your own person. You are allowed to shoot for your goals. You are allowed to dream big and try your hardest to attain those dreams. For some of you, I actually am getting something about dance. Some sort of very active profession that you may have strayed away from because of like conformity things. So conformity being perceived in a way that was not okay with you or comfortable. I feel like comfortable is a word to describe this pile. I feel like you guys are very comfortable or were very comfortable in where you were, and this person kind of came in and shook all that up, and it is uncomfortable for you to, you know, express your feelings or express this. For some of you, I am getting that this is like kind of a talent or like a hobby. It could be archery with the bow. It could be something to do with animals. We do have a lot of animals here. Or it could be something to do with dance. It could literally be dance. For some of you, I am getting dance. Something to do with your body. Something very active to do with your body. It could, for some of you, it is just literally your voice, and you are needing to speak up, and you are needing to express your voice and express your feelings and say what it is that you need to say. But for others of you, I am getting that it is something very active, something that you really enjoyed, something really freeing for you that you haven't done in a while, or that you stopped doing because of conformity, because people didn't accept it, because people thought that you shouldn't be doing it. I don't really have signs here. I'm not really going to focus too heavily on signs in this video, but we do have air signs. So Aries, we do have Aries, and then we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So that may resonate for some of you. But yeah, so that is what I have for you, pile 6. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.